What is up, people, and welcome back to my Rags to Riches F1 2010 to 2014 career mode. This is the career mode where we go from one of the worst teams in F1 2010, work our way up through the ranks and through the teams, and try to get a drive for one of the best teams in F1 2014. We are currently in that F1 2014 season, which means it is now time to try and challenge for the championship. But if you have missed any of the previous episodes, go catch up with the card annotation in the top right hand corner of your screens. You will find the previous episode of the Bahrain Grand Prix and also the whole entire playlist. So any episode that you have missed, you'll be able to find there, and you'll be able to catch up with every single episode of this series so far, because I mean there has been a lot of them. We are on episode 85 at the moment. But round 4 of this 2014 season, after 3 rounds, we're currently 6th in the standings on 18 points. It's not good enough at the end of the day. We need to be up there, and we need to be challenging with Lewis Hamilton for the title. So fingers crossed, over the course of the rest of the season, we can catch up that gap. Looking at the emails going into today's race as well, we have got information for China. It's going to be raining during the practice session, dry hopefully across the rest of the weekend, but we're just going to have to wait and see for that. Race results data, not really having to look at that. And teammate challenge, unfortunately, we're getting absolutely bullied at the moment by Fernando Alonso. So we really need to catch up and put in some better efforts in the coming races. But without any further ado, let's head over to the race weekend for the Chinese Grand Prix. Here we go then. One shot qualifying for the Chinese Grand Prix. Quite hesitant there through the final corner. That was not a good start to this lap. But let's get it underway, and hopefully we can get into the top 10. We just want to beat 14th place. If we can beat 14th place, that'll be a pretty decent result. Although that wasn't a good entry in towards turn 1, but we'll see what we can do over the rest of the lap. Already 8 tenths down on the pole time. Like, oh, why am I so bad? Why am I so bad at F1 2014-2013? I swear this wasn't like this in the original Rags to Riches. Maybe. I can't actually remember. I might have actually had it on a lower difficulty level, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't this bad. Like, come on. Already 2 seconds down as we go in towards Sector 3 on this lap here of the Chinese Grand Prix. It's probably going to be way down the field once again. However, the field is quite dispersed, you know. It's very much like F1 2010. Whereas if you're like 2 seconds behind, you're still going to be in the midfield area. So fingers crossed, we can still finish in a pretty decent position in towards the final corner. Running it a little bit too wide, but getting down on the power now. Down towards the final corner now. What can we do through here? Braking, turn, accelerate. You know, the usual tricks that you do as an F1 driver. Down towards the line though, way off the pace. I'm last. How am I not last? That was 3 seconds off the pace, and I've qualified in my usual 14th position. I saw myself way off the pace then, and I was just like, yep, that's it. I'm last. Like, it was a 1:37.8, and I set a 1:41.1. It's just too slow. It's just too slow at the end of the day. How am I expecting myself to be challenging with those guys up there if I can't even break into the 140s, even the 139s in the qualifying session? Ah, it's just so frustrating. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we can pick it up as the race goes on. Lewis Hamilton gets pole position ahead of Daniel Ricciardo in 2nd. Nico Rosberg 3rd. Sebastian Vettel in 4th. Felipe Massa beating Fernando Alonso there in 5th place, with Alonso in 6th. Valtteri Bottas 7th. Hulkenberg 8th. Kevin Magnussen 9th. And Sergio Perez rounding out the top 10. And there's myself down in 14th place. Not a good qualifying session, but what can we do from 14th on the grid? It's race day here at the Chinese Grand Prix, starting once again in 14th position. We just have a habit at the moment of starting in 14th place. The last 3 races in a row. Will that be our usual qualifying spot for F1 2014? We're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, 14th, not exactly the best in qualifying once again. Actually switching it around from last time, going options and primes. I actually liked doing the prime stint at the start and then being quicker at the end. So that's what I'm going to do. Primes at the start, pit on lap 8 for the option tyres, and then run those till the end. Teammate challenge, let's just not look at that one. It's not going to look pretty anyway. So there's no point looking over there, and 0% chance of rain. So let's head down to the track and get today's race underway. There is Lewis Hamilton once again getting pole position. He is killing it at the moment in the qualifying session. So that's 4 pole positions out of 4 races. I'm way down the field in 14th position for today. Not a good day really for Ferrari, because Alonso actually got out-qualified by Felipe Massa. Let's get ready for that disgusting sound once again. There it is. This is 5 red lights, and it is lights out, and away we go for this Chinese Grand Prix. All the way down in towards turn 1, and what can we do? on the other drivers. A lot of drivers going defensive. That's not really going to help me, as I like to, you know, take the inside line, try and sneak up the inside and see how many positions I can get as I've just run myself off the track. That's not exactly worked very well. Do you know what? I'm just going to pick this gap in the middle. Stop trying to go up the inside. Let's just pick our gap in the middle. Oh, no, I've hit a McLaren who's hit Alonso. That's not a good start to the race. However, we have moved up into P11, just outside the points at the moment. What can we do on Sergio Perez down in towards this hairpin, though? Big dive bomb move up the inside of all these guys as I've just completely dive bombed into the side of Hulkenberg there. Sort of worked out for Ferrari, though, because I'm up into P7 and Fernando Alonso is up into P8. So I'll take it. I'll take it. But this car just feels so slow out of corners. Like, I put my foot down, there's absolutely nothing. And then all the way down the straight, Alonso, he's going to go to the left-hand side. Can we not battle each other? Like, let's not battle ourselves. Let's just work together and try and get those Williams drivers. Back off. Oh, no, he's not backing off. How can they break that late into towards the corner? I did that in qualifying, and I was nowhere near breaking that late. Fernando Alonso and the AI, it's just impossible to compete with them. How on earth are they breaking that late into corners? I'm actually a little bit fed up now. Like, I'm at that stage of this season already. It's only 4 races into this season. We're at, you know, lap 3 of this 4th round, and I just can't be bothered anymore. I literally just cannot be bothered to carry on this series. This is how frustrating it is. I'm just so slow. Like, what can I do? What can I do to defend against Fernando Alonso? I can brake late down towards these corners, but I just can't turn. Like, my car's got hardly any steering, terrible grip, but for some reason all the A cars, the A cars, what am I on about? The AI cars are just, you know, lightning quick, all Mercedes, all, you know, Lewis Hamilton's driving around this circuit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how am I supposed to compete with this? It's really, really frustrating. So at the moment, you know, we're only 4 rounds into the season, and I just can't be fucked. Like, I just want to put it into the wall. I just don't want to... Oh, and I've hit my teammate. Great, Alonso, like, why are you sticking your nose down there? There's no room. Why do it? Why do it, mate? And I've just got this massive train behind me. It's... Oh, just what is the point anymore? What is the point? I'm nowhere near winning the championship or where I should be. Like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't this difficult when I first did it. So why is it this difficult now? Like, what on earth has changed? Oh, and that just goes and puts the cherry on top, doesn't it? You go give me a problem with bloody DRS. Even though, do you know what? I don't even need DRS. I don't even need it. Because I can't overtake anyone because I'm so fucking slow. Like, I don't need it. There's no point. DRS is useless. Took away Kurz as well in 2014. Oh, look at that. Running wide onto the grass. Come on, car. Just turn into fucking corners. Give me a steering wheel. I want my steering wheel back. I just want to sit... Oh, come on! Fucking hell. Why are you kicking out all the time? Give me a steering wheel. That's all I want. I want my steering wheel back, and I want to be on Xbox One, and I want 2015 or 2016, because those were actually good games at driving. I could actually drive those games. I can't drive these games. This is just turning into another rant episode. I'm really sorry if you don't like these episodes where I just get pissed off and I just rant all the time. It's going to be another one of those, I think. Fernando Alonso going for another overtake there on the right-hand side. And again, how am I supposed to defend against that? Giving him the inside line this time around. Going to have to try and get a good exit around the outside. It looks like, to be fair, it may have... Oh my god, I've actually, you know, held on around the outside and gone for... Alonso, what are you doing? Don't you dare. Oh my god, I thought he needed... He actually did. I think he actually did go into the back of me there, because he's now being overtaken by another driver. Or he's at least being battled by some other drivers behind him right now. But what can I do? Like, I need help. Okay, at least my DRS is back, even though, like I said, I don't need it. I don't know where the other drivers are. Like, Massa and the leaders have gone. They're going through that fast left-right section now, and I'm only just coming down into this hairpin. I'm so fucking slow. Like, I need help. Can someone just do this game for me? Can someone just drive for me and I'll commentate? Because that seems like that's going to be the only way they can actually win the championship on this game. Oh, go on then, Magnussen. Go for the overtake. Look, I'll just move over here to the right-hand side. You can have the left-hand side down and towards the hairpin. Right, yep, see you later. I'll see whether I can get you back under braking. Probably not, though. Let's see. Under braking, get the car turned in. Oh, we might. Oh, we've actually done it. Oh, my God. We can actually outbrake someone into a corner as we've got drivers into the pit lane here on lap 6 of this race. Fernando Alonso is one of those guys coming into the pits behind us as well. These 3 into the pits. And do you know what? they're actually going to have a chance to nearly stay ahead of me there. So I've got Magnussen trying to go around the outside through turn 1. Not really going to happen, bro. I'm not the best, so I wouldn't really trust my abilities to go side by side through that corner, mate. Not exactly the best of ideas, but Magnussen tried it anyway, and we hold on to P4. Even though it's not really much to celebrate at the moment. Jeff, I'm not maintaining any gap to the car ahead at the moment. 17-second gap, and you're happy that I'm maintaining the gap to Ricciardo. Like, that's not something to be proud of, Jeff. God, get some perspective, buddy. Couple more drivers into the pits at the moment, so that's going to put me up into P2. Somebody else deciding to stay out right now. Not too sure who that even is. I think that is Lewis Hamilton now, right on my tail. At the moment. No, it was Nico Rosberg who has actually come out ahead of me after the pit stop phase. I'm a whole pit stop behind. I'm a whole fucking pit stop behind the leaders. How am I supposed to compete for the championship this season when I can't even stay in the same pit stop era as these guys? Like, what on earth is going on? Lewis, mate, fuck off. Oh, Lewis is going to try possibly up the inside down and towards this corner. No, he doesn't. Okay, Lewis backs off. Oh, as I lose the back end through that corner. Now my car's not going to be able to turn through there. And then it just seems like a whole eternity around this corner. Why is it so slow? Why is it so slow, car? Like, come on. Lewis Hamilton going to go for the overtake on the right. Nope, he's going to go for the left. I've defended the right. He goes on the left. He's just going to zoom past me. I'm going to get him back, though. I'm going to break the 100-meter board. See you later, Lewis. Oh, no! That didn't work. No. Oh, no, I'm gutted. Oh, no, I'm so devastated. Oh, I can't believe that's just happened. Yeah. Oh, into the pits anyway. Like, who even cares? Who even cares anymore that I can't even battle with Lewis Hamilton? What is the point? What is life? Oh, into the pits we go. And now we can, you know, consider what happened and how we got here. And why we're doing so badly, and I don't even know anymore. I literally just, one, I don't know what I'm chatting. I'm just chatting a whole load of shit right now. And two, I don't even know what's going on in this race. Like, I'm in P7 at the moment. That's not too bad, but I feel like a lot of drivers are going to be coming down the start-finish lane now. And I am going to actually come out ahead of Kevin Magnussen. Are we? No, we're not. Okay, may have got that a little bit wrong. Right, okay. But at least now, we're on the soft tyres. So maybe we might actually have some pace now and be able to challenge with Kevin Magnussen. We'll wait and see, because we might be completely wrong and just be like an absolute tortoise on both sets of tyres. But we'll wait and see what happens. I mean, we're still right on the back of Kevin Magnussen at the moment, so there is a little bit of hope actually in my heart that we can actually get past Kevin Magnussen. Like, maybe starting on the prime tyres isn't the way to go, just because we lose out so much time at the start of the race. So maybe start on the options, keep close to the guys, and just, you know, hope that we can just pick up positions. Although we're slow either way, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But, yeah, we'll see whether we can get past Magnussen or not. Fingers crossed we can do it down the next straight. I've got my DRS back, so we might actually be able to do that. We are right on Magnussen's tail. I've got DRS. It is working. Yep, the team fixed it. So here we are, following in the slipstream now of Kevin Magnussen. He's going to be fast with that Mercedes-powered engine, but DRS, slipstream, no match for me. Over on the right-hand side, job done, and that should be the end of that, and this is probably going to be the end of the race. It's probably just going to cut to the end of the race now, because I'm in P7, I'm where I need to be. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up to Massa, so see you guys at the finish. Nico Rosberg wins today's Chinese Grand Prix. Then I've had absolutely nothing to do for the last 4 or 5 laps. I now, however, do have a bit of a train on my tail. So I've got Kevin Magnussen right behind me. He's probably going to try and go for an overtake down in towards the hairpin. So here we go, side by side with Kevin Magnussen, braking just before the 100-meter board. Squeeze him out on the exit of the corner. Maybe Alonso can follow through and try and get that 8th position. Not quite. We're going to come through the final corner now for what is, well, a very disappointing 7th place at the end of the day. Unless Kevin Magnussen can take it away from us. No, he can't. P7 at the end of the day. Disappointing. My driver's really happy. Okay, we did start down in 14th place. We managed to come back into P7, but we just don't have the pace in this game anymore. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know what's happening or where to get it from. Like, I just don't know what's going on at the moment. 7th place, and I can't do any better than that. I can't keep up with the other guys. Just look, I was 38 seconds once again behind the leaders as Nico Rosberg wins today's race. Lewis Hamilton 2nd, Sebastian Vettel 3rd, Daniel Ricciardo 4th, Valtteri Bottas 5th, Felipe Massa in 6th, myself in 7th, Kevin Magnussen in 8th, Fernando Alonso in 9th, and Sergio Perez in 10th. The only good thing is that I managed to not only set a faster lap than my teammate, but I also beat him in the race. So I suppose there is a little bit of a positive to come out of that, but it's not good enough at the end of the day. I set a faster lap time than I did in qualifying by 1.2 seconds. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know what's happening. And what I said earlier, I just can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered to carry on this career mode anymore. We will be carrying it on, and hopefully, you know, after chilling out after today's episode, we can get back on it at Spain next time. Although, oh, it's Spain. Spain is not a good track for me. It is not a good track at all. But hopefully, you know, maybe we can pick things up as the season goes on, get better at the game, and yeah, just see how the rest of the season goes. But no real surprises in the results, so let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship after 4 rounds. And it is even Stevens between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. They're on exactly the same amount of points at the moment. 2 race wins apiece for both of those drivers, and it looks like they've also got, I think, 3 seconds and 1/3. I think, if I am correct. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that is what they've got so far this season. 59 points at the moment. 59 points shy of Lewis Hamilton right now in the championship. And it's not good enough. It is not good enough. We've closed up a few points to Fernando Alonso, but once again, not enough. And we're way off the pace. We need to pick up our pace, pick up our game, and we need to start challenging with those guys who are up there. Looking at the Constructors' Championship, then Mercedes leading the way, 73 points over Red Bull. Good day for Red Bull, bad day for Ferrari. We are now 97 points behind the Mercedes team. It's not good enough at the end of the day, and we definitely need to pick up our game there. Both myself and Fernando Alonso, because recently in the last 2 races he's not really had the best of results, so he needs to sort of pick up his game, get back up into the top 2, and yeah, try and get some good points for Ferrari, and I will see what I can do as well. But as my controller disconnects, good job there, Xbox controller, thank you very much for disconnecting. But that is it for today's Chinese Grand Prix. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so for daily Formula 1 content, and don't forget to share this video with your friends, and I'll see you next time at the Spanish Grand Prix. But until then, it's goodbye from me.